Can you just start out by saying your name and introduce yourself a little bit, please?
Yeah, I'm Jesse. I am one of the organizers of this event in Osaka Outlaw. Yeah, what else? I've been doing this for about 3 years.
My name is Omri. I'm from Irvine in Orange County, and this is for Josh's project.
Hi, my name is Jason. Part of the Pristine Parts and Osaka Outlaw team, and we coordinate car shows and events and have part sales.
Okay, my name is Z. I drive a white 86 wide body. I currently live over in Glendale, California, and I'm just here at the meet having a good time like everybody else.
Hi, I'm Vana. I ride a CBR 1000 and I don't know, I just like cars.
And where are you from?
I'm originally from a small island called Guam. It's a U.S. territory. Moved out to California in, I think, 2014, late fall.
I'm from Upland.
I grew up in Southern California, but right now I'm in Cerritos.
And what car do you have or drive right now?
Right now I have a 2005 Subaru STI.
So right now I'm looking at an M2 or a Mark V Supra, but for now I just go with friends and in their supercars whenever I can, which is super fun because we get to mess around with cars that obviously are dream cars for me, and get to go on rallies and things like that.
When did you get into cars and what got you into cars?
So I got into cars when I was younger. My dad actually got me into cars. He had like a bunch of toys laid out for me, but it also started off as well as going to my first LA Auto show. Yeah, first LA Auto show I went to, just immediately fell in love with cars, and then I just took off from there, and it became a very expensive hobby.
So I got into cars back in my sophomore year of high school, and what got me into cars was that I one time got invited to a car show at Lamborghini Newport Beach, and ever since then I've been going to car shows almost every weekend and talking to people and meeting new people, networking, learning more about cars, learning more about businesses and things like that.
How long does this interview have to be? Like, am I in a time crunch, or do I tell a story?
You could tell a whole story if you want. Yeah, go ahead.
So I had a hand-me-down LS 430, 2003 Lexus Sky Blue. It's your typical like rich Asian mom car at that point. At that time, I think Fast and Furious was a huge thing, so turning off traction control and all that stuff was pretty cool. But one day my headlight actually blew out, and I went to a shop to buy some headlights, and they're saying, hey, you drive a Lexus. So they invited me out to, I guess, the Club Lexus meet of Guam, and that's when I realized there's so much more things you can do with cars than just keep it in its original form. And pretty much since then, all my friends call me like a terrible human being because any car that comes into my possession, I modify. And that is pretty much an addiction / a drug.
When did you get into cars and what got you into cars?
Ever since high school, I can remember I've been into cars. What got me into cars was I liked working with my hands, and cars were very mechanical. So just working with my hands and something that was like more machine oriented was something that interested me.
Maybe 7 years ago, when my first car was a BMW M3, so that kind of got me into the car scene, and then after that I kind of left to the bike scene.
How long have you been part of a car community?
I've been around. Alright, I've been around in the car community now ever since I want to say about 2014, ever since I got my license. Yeah, so since 2014, been for as long as I remember, I've been doing cars, learning along the way, learning different procedures, learning different lessons and that sort of thing.
All right.
Actively in the car community, I want to say since 2015.
I've been part of the car community for about 4 years. For the first, I think, year and a half, 2 years, it was hard for me to find like the right group, but you're always invited to different things and meet new people. So once you find the right group for you, it's amazing.
How long have you been part of a car community?
Maybe like 2 months?
I started going out to car meets since college, so now it's been about 10 years. I don't go out to too many, but right now is like probably the one I've been going out to the most.
In 3 words, how would you describe a car community?
Damn. So 3 words that I could describe the car community is we're all family based. We all have a good time, or I guess it'd be family based, creativity, and overall just good vibes.
Our community is very inclusive. The people are very kind, and the whole group is usually very generous.
Friendly, entertaining, and just fun.
How has the car community impacted you either positively or negatively?
So the car community has influenced me positively to become more outside of my box. Definitely brought a little bit more confidence in myself, talking to other people, getting opinions, getting ideas, sharing creativity with one another and their builds. Negatively, my wallet is empty.
That's a good reason.
I feel like it helped me grow a lot when it comes to just personal mindset. Gives me a lot of motivation. Gives me motivation to start businesses. Yeah, to be successful in life helps out.
How has the car community impacted you positively or negatively?
Negative, not so much, but positively. I've just met so many new people who enjoy the same passion as me.
And for the people that aren't in a car community that want to be part of one, how would you, or what kind of advice would you give them to join one?
I'd advise just going to car shows and talking to people. You'll always meet someone who's very nice. Talk to them on Instagram after, and then try to make new friends.
I would say just go out with friends. Maybe friends who are in the car community, and then go hang out with them and kind of just walk around, see cars. If you don't have friends that are in the car community, then I think joining forums of cars that you have or you want to buy in the future would be a good start, and then they kind of could start orienting you somewhere.
I would say don't give up, and whatever car you want, get it. Just don't care about what other people say. Just get it and just love what you do.
Okay, yeah. My only advice that I can give to those who want to get into the car community is one, mainly just be yourself, do your own thing. Don't follow everybody else's footsteps. Be original. Be creative in your own way. If you have a certain thing that you like, then definitely pursue that. In terms of the car community, I guess another thing I can give as well is don't be afraid to talk to people. Don't be afraid to reach out to those if you need help, because that's what we're all here for. If you don't know how to do something, definitely it's a good idea to reach out to somebody who knows how to, so that way you don't put your wallet down the drain even more.
In my book, honestly, there's no such thing as stupid questions. Go to your local car meet, find someone who has very similar taste as you, pretty much ask away. And honestly, like, you can check out Google, find some pictures of your car, some wheels that you like, and then, you know, just kind of make your imagination come into reality.
And if you had $1 million, what car would you get?
Honestly, the only car that I really want is an RCF.
And if you had $5,000, what car would you get?
Does it have to be a car? Can I get a bike?
Yeah, you get a bike too.
I would get a new R1.
And if you had $1 million, what car would you get?
All right. My dream car within $1 million is probably the Lamborghini Murcielago SV manual.
And if you had $5,000, what car would you get?
$5,000.
Yeah.
Huh. I'd probably just get a 240 SX.
Same, dude. And if you had $1 million, what car would you get?
If I had $1 million, what car would I get? Porsche GT3 RS.
Nice. And if you had $5,000, what car would you get?
If I have $5,000, the car that I would definitely get, and I think it's a great starter car for a lot of people, is a Miata.
Miata? Yeah, that's a nice one too.
My name is My name is Encarnacion.
Can you move to your left a little bit, please? Yeah, that's pretty
More? Right here, cool.
A little bit more, and then you're good.